Because the Whitey Show, the Whitey Show, the Whitey Show.
Whitey Show.
The Whitey Show, the Whitey Show.
Whitey Show.
I'm the review who loves to say son of a bitch. The same review who hates most Nintendo shit. I'm the one who calls games what they are. I even own a 360 and hate Gears of War. Guy who spends his money on games, fucking cards. Just a funny guy who became a YouTube star. Looking for better reviews than IGN. Don't look far, just give me a shot. No one's on par.
Enchanted Arms is the first RPG, really, on the 360 or any next-gen system. Well, yeah, 360 because that was the first next-gen system. First Japanese RPG. I'm not sure if Oblivion came first. Anyway, Enchanted Arms is a really, really nice game, in my opinion. It has flaws. I will talk about that. But, all in all, I think it was really well done. And even the story, while it was clinch, if I'm saying that right, I thought it was still really good. So, I guess we should get right into it. We'll start with story, which is the weakest part, and end up in the best part. Story comes first. Enchanted Arms. Story in Enchanted Arms is basically very simple. You're the good guy, he's the bad guy. That's kind of the weak point. There's nothing really new. But what I like is the betrayal in the story and the what do you call it? The revenge part, the anger, and it's just the emotions are really well done in this game. But it still suffers from the Japanese RPG feeling of feeling like you played this kind of story before. But you know what? I liked all the characters. I think that makes a difference. I liked every single one, even the annoying little girl, which seems to be in every RPG. So you really feel like you're in this world of monsters and devils and powers and all this other shit that's happening. So, story may be the weakest part, but it's still good. So let's head over to the graphic. Graphics are the simple section of all my reviews because basically what you see is what you get. CGI is really well done in this game. The graphic models and the actual gameplay are fine. The effects look really good. You'll see all that in the gameplay section. Everything looks really well. I mean, the CGI isn't Square Enix, but then again, they don't have enough money to put into their projects like Square Enix. So, all in all, fine graphics. The monsters look cool. The art design's really nice. I mean, it's not the greatest game, but it's definitely not a high-res PS2 game. This is definitely 360, and when you play it, you'll see that. So, graphics, pretty good. Okay, so gameplay is really cool in this game. First, let me get the technical stuff out of the way, such as customization. In this game, you customize your character to use certain moves, which take a certain amount of, I believe it's called PP or EP, energy power, whatever you want to call it, I forget. It's basically the amount of energy you have, the amount of moves you can do. Understand that? That's pretty simple. So, you pick a special attack, a strong attack, and it takes more. I'll just call it EP. That will probably fuck you in the end. That will. Because you use it too much, it takes too much, you have nothing left, you're fucked. If you take weak attacks, mix it up with strong, it'll help. So this is where, like, customization strategy comes in. Also, there's a bunch of monsters you can collect called golems, or whatever you want to call them. That's cool, you can add them to your party. But in the end, I felt that the 4 humans were the better party than any monster you can add. But there are plenty to collect, and you can even verse them online. So let's head into the actual gameplay. First of all, this is random encounter. So when you run around, you wait until, bloom, motherfucker, here I come, kind of thing. You don't see enemies on the screen, which some people don't like. But I do, so whatever. Okay, here we go. Okay, to explain the gameplay, it's better to show you. First of all, you only can play with 4 characters, just so you know. You can use monsters instead of humans if you want, but I suggest not to, because the humans are just better. Okay, so what you can do here is move around in this square. You see this square right here? You move around. You're saying, but it's such a small space. Yes, but this also matters a lot of where you move around. Some attacks, say like the main characters, when you punch, like one of his attacks is a straight up punch in the face to whoever enemy. It does a lot of damage, but only one enemy. So you have to get right up close. The closest you can get is what he's standing on now. But if you want to attack an enemy behind him, you can't unless you have a longer range move. Now you can move your guy farther back in case the enemy's really strong so he doesn't get hurt, or a healing person, which is always cool. There's a lot of different strategies you can do with a lot of different enemies. The effects really bring out the game, in my opinion. I think they look awesome, and they really show attack. And for an RPG, that's important to me because you're almost like watching a movie once you pick your attacks. So it's really cool to see, and I love them. You'll see a special soon, which makes the effects look amazing, in my opinion. So as I was saying with the gameplay, there's so many different variations of where your guys are standing, and what I really like is basically you pick your whole attack, I don't know, formation or strategy out before the turn ends. You click attack and then you just watch it like a movie. You also can fast forward, which doesn't skip it. It just speeds up the battle if you don't want to watch, which is a really cool thing if you're grinding. What else? I mean, it's random. Every time you start a new battle, it's random where your guys will start. Some people don't like that. To me, that's cool. It always brings new strategies, and you always like have to figure out what to do. So let's go to enjoyability and finish this up, shall we? Enjoyability is basically how long the game is. 25 to 30 hours. It can even be 40 hours if you do all the side missions. So in the end, the game is just really fun. If you like to look at really cool effects, you like strategy / RPGs, you're going to really enjoy it. I thought the story was fine. Some people don't like it so much that they won't play this game. But I find it fine, and the strategy RPG is a welcome, new kind of gameplay. So I give this game an 8 out of 10. Whether you agree with me, that's up to you. I really enjoyed it, even better than Blue Dragon.